Another tranny, bro. What the fuck?
I stopped and turned. The triage ran past, tossing one of his healing drones at his feet, where it followed delicately behind and up to its spot by his shoulder. In shooters, like Marathon, I'm often lumped in as a dude, a guy, a fella, without much input on my part. It's the default in gamer culture. I don't try to sound masculine, but I don't try to use my practice voice either. I hardly talk at all. This time, all I said was hello.
I thought I installed this fucking game full of faggots, man.
The triage says to our third, an assassin. In Marathon, crews are comprised of 3. You each pick a shell, a class or hero in many other games. And if your friends aren't around, you get thrown together with 2 randomly assigned crewmates. The composition of your team is not up for debate. You get what you get. 3 assassins, tough shit. 2 triages and a thief? You're just being silly. A trans woman and a transphobe? GG, go next, bud. I want to say something, but the possibility of the assassin and the triage being friends is higher than 0. Bungie removed the popular but experimental duos queue earlier in the season, shoving all the duets into trios, or arc raiders. The only thing worse than one slur slinger is a second, but I can't dwell on it. I've got a job to do. There are bots, NPC enemies that need killed, so I kill them. Cryo Archive is a bustling beehive of activity, recently occupied by the tyrannical Unified Earth Space Council as part of their investigation. Their cronies are everywhere, and have all the legal will and force to kill my crew and I for having the digital flicker of thought to step upon Cryo Archive. This is the endgame map for Marathon. Difficulty cranked, other crews drenched in sweat, the loot so potent that it would take a lifetime of runs to carry it all out in even the biggest of inventories. The chances of death are 99% assured, and we're chewing that last percent. After doing my duty, I stop and mute the triage. I get the option to block him as well, which might mean I never see him again. Good riddance. But now I'm cut off from 1/3 of our crew. This is the transphobia debuff. To save my sanity, I have to kill my ability to communicate. Sometimes when these comments come rapidly or with any frequency, that debuff carries through runs. Each comment linked to one another through time and space, piling into the same inbox. They aren't separate entities. They are simply hate. I could never go so far as to unplug my headset completely, because listening is the most important skill in Marathon. Everything makes noise, gorgeous and rich. The clicks and pops of reloading, the plugs and hisses of gunfire, the moans of metal and warble of plastic. Everything enveloping. But when footsteps pierce the mix, you push it all down. Lean in and focus. With the right ears, you can tell not only where they are, above, below, on the other side of that door, but also who they are. The clunky claws of a destroyer stand firm against the dainty plucks of a thief. But even without unplugging, removing the chance of communication with a non-insignificant slice of the crew is detrimental. It puts the onus on that 3rd crewmate, the assassin. They have to translate and be the mediator between the 2 of us. This all goes unspoken, just pressure shifting around like neural gel. We push into the labyrinth of cryo, and I feel guilty. I wish I was tougher, not so soft. The little gamer in my head berating me.
You need to get thicker skin. Us gamers trash talk each other all the time. That's why you girls don't belong. You can't hack it, so go back to the kitchen.
The little fucker repeats all the little degradations passed to the inbox. Sometimes it's hard to ignore. If only I could handle being called tranny. If only a simple hate crime could waft off the shoulder like a depleted triage drone. But even it frowns before it dies. If I step out of line, fall behind for a moment and get lost in the tunnels, am not present for the firefight at the right exact moment, if I am downed, if I'm the only one up when they go down, if I am anything but the best gamer in the lobby, clutching 1v3, getting the most kills, obeying every command, then I am worthy of degradation. I am worthy of uninstalling a game over. So what are a few more slurs? I move with this in mind, and it shoves the mental map of Cryo aside to make space. She is massive and towering, sealed behind many locked doors. With proper navigation and the luck of a few terminals, you can own the map with your positioning, worm your way to the kind of loot the other maps only poke at. Dipping out with 50k plus credits worth of gear is normal, but only if you survive. It is the most intoxicating shooter experience. The fights on Cryo Archive are the kind of fights that shape metas. Bubble shields create pockets of safety, so the continuous onslaught of frag grenades don't explode your synthetic shell. Shotguns are prized over even the rarest of guns and modifications. Taking down one team is enough to keep you fed for the rest of the day, both with gear and the lust it provides. There's no other way to say it. Killing on Cryo just feels better, hits harder, pushes you against the wall and makes you feel sexy. The design of the map motions to blame. The megastructure with winding stairs to nowhere, tight crawling corridors, and yawning abysses. It's like Bungie took Naissance, the beautiful platformer of 2014, the predecessor to all the megastructure climbing platformers of recent years, and said, what if you could kill people here? The result is a jagged hand squeezing every bit of dopamine out of you. The spawns are choke tight, forcing you to crawl and power slide through gaps and down frightening drops into waves of bots. Vents widen through every point of interest, allowing the sneaky to thrive and the desperate to hide. Side passages and locked doors require patience to sniff out. Learning her entirety would take more than a weekend. I imagine there are still secrets within. We could push down here, says the assassin. But it'd be better if we had 3 of us. The triage is somewhere else. He's run off. The assassin's voice is sharp with annoyance. His run, like mine, was over the moment I spoke. Perhaps it wiser and less costly to our sanity to just go next. Find a ledge to jump off of. Die to bots. But it would be more costly to our wallets. Cryo Archive has a buy-in of 5k. Meaning you need to fill your loadout with 5,000 credits worth of gear to gain entry to the map. This is part of why the map is so lucrative, but it also means the desire to vacate from unfavorable crewmates is disastrous. If the assassin is anything like me, he crew filled with good gear, gold Mizraya, the pinnacle of close quarters combat, at least 1 gold implant to boost stats, a purple shield, enough heals to fund 2 to 3 average runs, and grenades to flush tight corridors, worth time and money due to their limited quantity in the shop. And if we were to move on and leave this match without exfilling, we would lose it all. The further the match goes on, the harder it becomes to get out. Unlike other maps, Cryo doesn't have set exfil procedures. To get out of the map with your gear, you have to reach level 3 security clearance, find an exfil terminal, activate it, and then run across the map to your assigned exfil. Getting clearance means scouring the map for rogue tags and terminals to boost it. Or you kill a team and take all their hard work. Both are risky and difficult, doubly so when one teammate has abandoned you. Anyways, we died. Split from each other, I ran into and killed one person from another team, only for the rest of the crew to follow up. The assassin met the same fate. The triage died first, somewhere far away. No surprise ending. Cryo goes dark in my mind. Stolen, not in the equalizing field of battle and scavenging, where downing a fellow runner is the skill check equivalent of a friendly greeting, but by the ghoulish appendages of transphobia and homophobia. Your gender as a gamer is given to you. Man, dude, bro. It's given to you every time you play a game. Your hours are granted to you. Your ability to spend effort in the game is a gift your fellow gamers give you. But it is not given to me. It's funny to me that it was a triage, the combat medic, that damned this fate. The triage is the default of the medium. A coin flip made every time I speak. GG, go next. Recently, Bungie implemented mic-based matchmaking across Marathon, and it's really difficult to care that a bunch of white middle-aged dads think it's a great idea. They hate when their teammates are quiet. They think it's bad sportsmanship. They think the man on the other end of the mic doesn't have their best intentions. But the coin flip persists, and sometimes it's hard to take those odds. Thanks for watching. This whole video is just an excuse for me to beg Bungie to please refund my gold Miss Raya. It's not my fault, Bungie, please. I miss her. She was my everything. She was so pretty, please. Please, 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 please.